How is it going? Welcome. Today we're doing Growin Boy. It is actually a song that I listen to all the time on my Emily Skinner album that I love. And if you don't have it, you should definitely get it because she's one of the greatest vocalists ever. Okay, anyway, come back to the food. So I thought there's a real popular franchise that does like chicken nuggets and shamrock shakes and fries. And I thought, I like those things, but I want to be able to make them myself. So let's start. I got a lot of shake and bake going on. Okay? In here, I have 2 russet potatoes that I cut them in quarters and then dice them. You see, they come out like this, little potato pieces. Let's get going. I've got white vinegar. If I could open it, then like we could rock on. Anyway, I love salt and I love salt and vinegar potato chips. It's like my favorite kind. But we're gonna do the roasted potato technique. So into my potatoes, I did about quarter cup of vinegar. Let's leave it at that. I'm gonna do some olive oil. Okay. I did a tablespoon of olive oil in there. And then my sea salt, you gotta use sea salt for this. I'm just gonna free flow it. And then I'm just gonna do some black pepper. I'm really excited. Okay, these are just gonna go right into the toaster oven once I shake and bake them. The face that does it. Okay. Coated. Oh, it does not smell pretty. Anyway, look, I'm just gonna put them out on my pan here. And we're gonna do some more sea salt right over the top. Come on down. I'm gonna spread them out with a fork. That vinegar and olive oil are gonna evaporate into the potatoes as they cook. But I just want them to not all be on top of each other. Cool. If you wanted to, you could probably like marinate these in the vinegar and then just do salt and pepper and oil. Okay, and then I'm just gonna do a healthy sprinkle of the salt over top. They're going right into the toaster oven. Sweet. Until they're done. When is that, you ask? I don't know, when they sound done. Oh, anyway, the song I was talking about, Growin Boy. Okay, let's do this real quick. I've got a pan of canola oil on my stovetop, and then I've got shake and bake technique. 2 things with flour. 1, 2. This is the simple flour, so right quick I'm just going to throw a little bit of salt. A little bit, not even a teaspoon. And then some black pepper. Kind of shake that up. We don't need a lot in there. This is going to be our more seasoned one. And what we're going to do for this is blackened seasoning, and we're going to do a buttload. It's got to be like a whole, and that's not even enough. I tell you, when you mix it with the flour and then put it on chicken and then fry it, you have to use a lot more than you think. I'm also going to do some Old Bay in there, just to give it sort of, I don't know, a slow cook kind of taste. I don't know that that's the right. So I did about a teaspoon of the Old Bay. Let's just mix this together. Oh, okay, so the song Growin Boy is from, I think it's from Babe, but it's all about feeding a pig. And this is going to sound really bad, don't take it the wrong way, but I had an ex who only ate stuff from said fast food chain restaurant. And so all summer I would have to try to make up things that restaurant carried so that we didn't, only eat at that establishment. So I hear Growin Boy and, I think of the ex who only liked McDonald's. Is that awful? Did I just tell you too much about myself? Have we gotten real close? Okay, just leave me be, please. Frank's Red Hot. Okay, in this bowl I'm just making my egg wash. I've got about 6, 7 chicken tenders that I thawed and cubed into pretty small pieces. I've got 1 egg that I just cracked open in here, and then about a tablespoon of Frank's Red Hot. Gonna add some cold water. There's gonna be our egg wash. We're gonna get these all made. You know, they don't take that long, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn the burner on back here. I figured out the secret how you don't have to wear an apron if you're working with oil. I'm such a genius. You put the one with the oil to the back of the stove, not to the front, and then, right, you knew that, right? Okay, I've made my egg wash. So, let me get my lids. We're just going to shake and bake. This chicken, all the little pieces are going in the early flour, the slightly seasoned but not real seasoned one. I'm just kind of letting the excess juice drip off here. I'm going to let that oil heat up back there. When these chickens thaw, they have so much like juice and water and growiness. Alright, already we're on our way here. This is going to be great. Let me get this out of the way. Okay. We're going to shake and bake these puppies. You just want to coat them with that flour. Nicely done. Nicely done. Nicely done. And then by hand, I'm going to kind of take them out. They get kind of icked up in here. They're doughy. Okay, plop them into the egg wash. You can't see what I'm doing. Come on down. I do the shake and bake so my hands don't get completely filthy like when you do them all by hand. Okay. They just need to get just a tiny bit of the coating. Ooh, one went on the floor. That one's a goner. But see how it's like dough because the chicken's so small pieces. But you just want a little bit of flour on the one side because we're doing like a double breaded crazy goodness. It's how I do my fried chicken in the big pieces. Just don't shake and bake those. Okay, just separate them all and get them in here. These are really awesome if you have friends over and you're doing like a glee night or something, or you're all sitting around listening to musical theater divas and reliving the days when you used to be one. I do that every day. I'm just kidding. I do it once a week. I'm just kidding. I don't do it wrong. Okay, another one down. Okay, I'm going to let them hang out in the egg wash for a second. While we let the oil heat up, I'm going to go ahead and get some of our dipping sauces together. How does that sound? What would you say are the most popular? Ranch, honey mustard, or hot mustard? I like the hot mustard. And barbecue, right? So that's what we're doing. Sort of. Okay. I need mayonnaise. Mayonnaise. Listen, people. You should always know where your ingredients are, and your fridge should never be as full as mine is. Okay, well, I've got the kids' healthy mayonnaise, because mine I can't find. So, there you go. This is healthy. Obviously, if you had your own, like, ranch, which a lot of people do, you can use that. But I'm doing let's say I didn't have ranch, because of whatever reason. So I'm just putting a little bit of mayonnaise in there, and a little bit of, skim milk. Just a little bit. Okay. So, what was that? A heaping tablespoon of mayonnaise. Let me get back over there. We have so many leftovers in here. People need to come over and eat. Okay. So I've got about a heaping tablespoon of the healthy mayonnaise. And then about a tablespoon of the skim milk. Start on the other one now. Okay, this is going to be our barbecue. I've got this molasses. About a tablespoon of that. Okay. This stuff is so gooey and thick, I just love it. If anyone knows how to make molasses, call me, teach me. Okay, into the molasses, we're going to add Come back to me, really. We're going to add some onion powder. Okay. We're going to add some mustard. Okay. And last but not least, we're going to add some of this vinegar. You don't want too much. About half a teaspoon, maybe. Okay? And then let's get working on our what I'm going to do is hot mustard. Okay, that oil's getting hot. So my. So for the hot mustard, I've got a heaping teaspoon of horseradish. I've got regular mustard prepared. And honey. About a tablespoon of honey. It's going to all come together. Now, the seasonings we're going to add to the to the ranch, we're actually kind of doing French onion. French onion and ranch go together to me really well. They're very similar. This is the dry French onion packet. I'm going to use just a bit of it. That's not much. We're going to mix that all together. That's going to be our pseudo ranch. Okay? So here's what I'm going to do. Good. I'm going to mix all these sauces. This is the horseradish, regular mustard, and honey. That's going to be our hot mustard. It's going to be really, really good. You could use Dijon mustard if you wanted to. You could also put just a touch of mayonnaise in here if it's too tart. Baby, that's hot mustard. Alright, you're like, really? You're going to make that into barbecue? Yeah. Molasses, mustard, vinegar, and onion powder. Just a quick, simple, homemade barbecue. Ready?